Hey everybody, this is Jay Moore. Listen, I want to encourage you to stay to the very end of this video and see some pictures of how my life has been transformed from this way of eating. That's right, how things are different today. You don't want to miss it. Stay to the end. Take care.
Hi everybody, my name is Jay Moore. I want to ask you a really important question. Are you overweight? I mean, really overweight. And you are absolutely desperate to do something about it, but you just can't figure it out. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many times you've tried, nothing seems to work. Well, I'm here to tell you, I know exactly how you feel because I was you. I was that person who was desperate to take off the weight, desperate to get rid of it. You see, there came a point in my life where I was 367 pounds, and I've gotten down and I've lost a bunch of it. Let me tell you the story. It's a quick one. I wasn't always overweight. As a matter of fact, in my young age and in my teenage years, I was very lean. My sisters would say, Jay, you can eat all you want and you'll never get fat. And that's what it seemed like. But then shortly after I got married, I started putting the weight on. I mean, the pressures of life, the changes in my lifestyle all kicked in, and I started eating as much as I've always eaten, and probably ate worse because now I was eating to comfort myself because of the stress in life of having a wife, having kids, and my activity level had dramatically decreased. In high school, I was involved in football, I was involved in wrestling, I was involved in volleyball. I mean, life was go, 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 and I was burning weight left and right. But now in my early 20s, that's not happening. And little by little, the weight kept coming on and getting more and more to the point where I got up to 367 pounds. That's right, 367 pounds. I was morbidly obese. It was so concerning that my oldest son called a family conference together where my wife and my kids are having an intervention on my behalf, saying, Dad, we got to do something about this. And they wanted me to go check out and see about having gastric bypass surgery. How do you say no to that? They're concerned, they're afraid, they're sharing that I'm going to die an early death and not be there for important events like weddings and grandkids and things like that. And so I went and I had the gastric bypass surgery. And guess what? It worked. I took off 160 pounds. I was from 367 pounds now down to 207 pounds. It seemed to me as I had found a solution to weight loss and to keep it off. But I was wrong. Fast forward 20 years, 20 plus years. I'm in December of 2024. That is just 11 months ago. And I am back up to 268 pounds. Granted, it's not 367. I'm still 100 pounds lighter than I was, but I'm getting closer and closer to that 300 mark. And that was scaring me to death. And I was desperate. Something needed to happen. Obviously, the gastric bypass surgery was not a long-term or final solution to my weight gain. I'm at work, and a co-worker of mine is looking really good. He's lost some weight. And I said, wow, dude, you look great. What are you doing? And he shared with me an eating plan that he has. I don't call it an eating diet because he's really not dieting. He eats all he wants. He eats until he's full. And he shared with me about this eating plan that was changing his life. It's called the Carnivore diet. Now, I'd never heard of the Carnivore diet. I mean, that is where you eat meat, butter, bacon, eggs, fat. That's it, pretty much. I mean, you can eat all the meat you want, any kind of meat you want. The fattier the meat, the better the meat. Butter, eggs, bacon, no vegetables, no fruits, no plant-based food at all. Now, this is totally backwards from everything I had ever learned about nutrition. I'm still remembering the food pyramid, right? And all of a sudden, this diet is saying differently. So I decided to go home and check it out. I started looking it up on the internet. I started listening to different people. I listened to primary care physicians. I listened to heart surgeons. I listened to scientists. I was listening to YouTubers who had personally done it and had been doing it for quite a while and lost a tremendous amount of weight. And I'm just like, mind blowing apart. What's going on here? So I finally decided, you know what, I'm going to talk to my wife and I'm going to do this. I am going to do it for just 90 days. I'm going to start January 1st, 2025. I'm going to do it through the end of March. We're going to see what happens. My wife agreed, figured we could do anything for 90 days, or at least I can do anything for 90 days. She wasn't going to join me on it, at least not at first. And so the first 3 months, let me tell you about it. That 90 days, I knocked off over 30 pounds. 30 pounds in 90 days. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was feeling stronger. I was feeling more energy. My joints were hurting. My brain was kind of clicking faster. I had more, I mean, it was crazy. Before, not only was I gained weight, but I was tired. I was exhausted. I'd fall asleep after coming home from work in the middle of a conversation with my wife. That was no more. I decided after 90 days, you know what, I'm going to keep doing this. Let me go for till the end of summer. So we went through the end of summer, and I said, this is amazing. I'm going to keep going, and I keep going. And I'm still on it to this very day. And let me tell you, you ready? I am now down to 198 pounds. I have lost 70 pounds in 11 months. Right now, it is the middle of December 2025. I haven't even gone a full year. I still got 2 more weeks to see what's going to happen. And I've lost 70 pounds just eating meat, bacon, eggs, butter, fat. That's it. Have I cheated a little bit? Yeah, I wished I didn't, because I felt horrible after doing it. And my whole life has changed. Right now, you can see I got my dog in the back here. We just got done off of a 2-mile walk. This is our second walk today. We did one early in the morning. We just done one right now. It's about 3 o'clock, and it's just amazing. I've got energy. I'm going for walks, long walks, not feeling exhausted. I've lost this weight doing nothing but changing what I eat and when I eat, or how I eat. I'm not counting calories. I'm not depriving myself of certain foods or limiting the amount of food. I eat until I'm full, stuffed, satiated, and then I stop. And I don't eat again until I'm really, truly hungry. It's crazy. And I eat this way. My doctor, when I first went in for my physical back in March of this year, he comes in and he says, what the hell are you doing? And because he was concerned I'd lost so much weight that I must be sick or something like that. So I told him about the carnivore diet. He said, you might not like it, but this is what I'm doing. And he says, I have no problem with the carnivore diet, people being on it. It's just when they get off of it, they do it all wrong. Come see me if you decide to get off of it. So I've got the support of my doctors. My blood works looks great. People say, what about your high cholesterol? Well, there's really a huge debate about going on whether or not you need to cut out the cholesterol or worries too much about high cholesterol. I tell you what you need to worry about more is your high sugar levels in your bloodstream. You need to worry about insulin resistance. You need to worry about type 2 diabetes, which this particular diet has eliminated all of those as a possibility in my life. So, why am I making this video? Well, one, to document it for my own posterity sake, but also to share with you. I want to encourage you. Your life does not have to be a life of being overweight, a life of feeling ashamed and embarrassed in society because you're so large. You don't have to have that. Man, let me just encourage you here. Try out the carnivore diet. Try it out for 90 days. I'm going to put out some more videos. I'm going to talk about how I did the 90-day challenge, everything that I did, give you some of the things that I've learned, some of the things I wish I did when I started it the first time. And I want to walk with you. I'm not an expert. I'm not an authority on this, but I am an expert on my own life. I know what my life was like. I used to be morbidly obese. Here's the way I like to describe myself now. I'm half the man I was, but I'm more of the man my wife married. Got that? Half the man I was, more of the man my wife married. And I've done this without surgery. I've done this without Jenny Craig. I've done this without Nutrisystem. I've done this without Weight Watchers, which, by the way, I did all of those. Was not sustainable. This is sustainable. If you like me, You can do this. And so I just want to encourage you. All right, listen, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, follow me as I start posting more and more videos each and every week about my journey and to share with you things that I've learned. You can also experience the same health benefits that I'm experiencing. Take care and God bless.